Did you know that 46% of all Google searches are looking for local businesses? If your company isn't showing up, you are leaving money on the table. Local SEO isn't just another buzzword, it is the lifeblood of scaling your service based business in today's digital age. Imagine a tool that could put your business front and center whenever someone in your area is searching for the exact services you offer. That is the power of local SEO. So, what exactly is local SEO? Well, it is the practice of optimizing your online presence to attract more business from relevant local searches. These can be searches like plumber near me or best personal injury attorney in Colorado Springs. It's all about getting your business to appear when and where potential customers are looking for your services. Now, the impact of local SEO can be life changing. And I am speaking from personal experience and from what we see in our clients every single day. It's not just about increasing your visibility, it's about driving real, tangible growth. By showing up in local searches, you can attract more customers, build trust and authority within your community, and ultimately scale your business to the success that you are looking for. So, in today's episode, I'm going to break down the key strategies to unlock the full potential of local SEO. We want your business showing up with those local searches and reaping the benefits from all those customers finding you. These tips are what we practice in my SEO agency every day and have what translated into millions of dollars for our customers from generating local business. These tips are high level, so get ready and let's dive into local SEO for small businesses. This is the Succeeding Small podcast, and we are on a mission to turn your entrepreneurial dream into a small business success story. We give you the strategies and insights from business owners and topic experts who are invested in your success. Leadership, operations, finance, marketing, growth. These are all topics we need to know as service-based businesses as we scale to the next level. Consider this your masterclass for small business success. Get ready for tactical business strategy and authentic conversations about scaling and entrepreneurship. We tackle it all to help you achieve your business's full potential. Ready to be challenged and inspired? Let's succeed small. First strategy for local SEO is your Google Business Profile, or GBP for short. If you are serious about ranking locally or just wanting to have an online presence to begin with, a Google Business Profile is non-negotiable. Think of your GBP as your digital storefront on Google. It is the first thing that potential customers see when they search for your services or your business name on Google. And having a well-optimized profile can be the difference between getting a new client or losing them to a competitor. So, what exactly is a Google Business Profile? Your GBP is a free listing that allows you to manage how your business appears on Google Search and on Google Maps. It has all the essential places to include things like your business name, your address, your phone number, website, hours of operation, and so much more. This is how you spoon feed Google information about your business. You cannot show up on Google if you do not have a Google Business Profile, if you're a local company. There are a couple different ways that you can use your Google Business Profile to make sure that you can show up higher for those local searches like we were talking about earlier. One of which is your business category. So you want to make sure that your business category is as specific as possible. So choosing something like plumber instead of a broad category like home services is going to be more beneficial for making sure that you show up for those keyword phrases that include your business category in their names. Now, another pro tip for being able to rank locally is by making the very challenging choice of whether to have a physical address or declare yourself as a service area business. Now, we serve a lot of trades, a lot of contractors, and a lot of them naturally go to their customers' homes. They are a service area business. They operate within a radius around the city and they deliver their service not from their place of business, but to their customers' homes. That by nature is a service area business. However, It's really helpful when it comes down to ranking in Google Maps to have a legit business address. So, if you have a warehouse, if you have any sort of office that you function out of that customers are able to visit if they so choose, then you want to make sure that your address is visible on Google. This will give you a map marker. So, if you've ever looked on Google Maps, if you've ever made a little search, and these 3 businesses or so will show up on your map with this little red eyedrop type icon, that is a map marker. That's what I'm talking about. Service area businesses do not get that map marker. So while they can still rank and still show up for searches, it's a little bit more challenging because the way that Google Maps works is it functions based on something called proximity, which is the closeness of your business to wherever your customer is searching. So, just by nature, I am going to get different results if I type in chiropractor near me than someone who lives on the opposite side of town. This is called proximity. And this is because Google knows you don't want to drive more than 15 minutes to go to your chiropractor. You want businesses that are within your local area. So there has been a lot of movement in this concept of proximity over the past couple of years with Google, and it gets narrower and narrower all the time. So having a physical location, a legit physical location, is really, really helpful for ranking for local searches and can help boost your online visibility. I could talk about Google business profiles all day. So, the last thing that I'm going to mention here is that you want to complete your profile as much as possible. You want to make sure that you add high quality photos and videos. This will help lend you legitimacy and credibility as a real business if you are uploading pictures of your team, your office space, the work that you do. You want to make sure that you fill out every aspect of your profile and take advantage of the features that Google provides you. Things like Google Business Profile posts. These are places where you can add promotions or local deals or events. And they also have something called a Q&A section. So you can actually ask yourself your own questions and answer them to then show that you are a legitimate business and that you're engaged with your profile itself. The more complete and active your profile, the better chance you have of ranking higher in local searches. All right, next up, let's talk about another key factor for ranking for local searches. These are directory listings, or what's often called as citations in my SEO world. Simply put, a citation is any online mention of your business's name, address, and phone number. This is also called NAP or NAP in the SEO world. Your business information could be listed on business directories, social media profiles, or any other website that lists businesses. Now, why are citations important? Well, they are one of the few things that can confirm to Google that your business is legitimate and located where you say it is. Now, the key here is consistency. You want to make sure that your name, address, and phone number is exactly the same on every listing. Even a small discrepancy, like saying ST instead of street, can confuse search engines and hurt your rankings. If you have ever moved or have changed your phone number in the lifetime of your business, you likely have incorrect business listings online, and you are going to want to fix that as soon as possible. Now, citations are easy to get. They're in terms of, I'm going to get to some harder stuff when it comes down to local SEO, but they are time consuming, they're really tedious and really annoying to actually get, but they're pretty easy. It's pretty low hanging fruit in the SEO world. And that's because it's everybody can get them. Everybody has access to citations. It is not blocked by anything that is challenging, or it's not blocked by money. So it's very common that a lot of local businesses will have citations. I consider citations table stakes when it comes down to playing the game of local SEO. You need to have them. So make sure that your business is listed on Google, of course, what we just mentioned above, Yelp, Bing, Apple Maps, and all of these different industry specific directories that you can find, or city specific directories you can find. You want to do the work and get this information distributed online. Once you have them, make sure that your business information is correct and you are good to go. Let's dive into our next tip when it comes down to ranking your service-based business online. Reviews. Reviews are so important because they are one of the few ways that Google can check to make sure that you are who you say you are and you do work with the quality that you say you do. So, in the SEO world, almost anything online can be manipulated. It can be perfectly optimized. You can have the perfect website with perfect content, all your directory listings claimed and filled out. You can do the SEO work. But if a business keeps getting consistent 1-star reviews online saying this business is shady, they stole my money, they didn't show up, well, Google is going to listen to those reviews way more than anything else that is in existence online. I call reviews and consider them the checks and balances of SEO. This is because Google needs to understand what you do and be able to factor in all your beautiful SEO and then verify it with a legitimate source that says, yes, I can vouch for this business. That is the power of reviews. You're going to want to acquire reviews as a consistent best practice for scaling your small business anyway, but just know it actually impacts how you rank online and can help you rank above your competitors. Having more reviews, having higher quality reviews, and having more descriptive reviews. So, ideally, the best reviews are when people can talk about who served them. So, like the team member's name, if they can describe the service they received, because those service descriptions can play a part in when people search. So, if somebody's typing in like AC replacement in Denver, and you just got a review talking about someone in Denver who received your AC replacement services, those reviews will actually get highlighted and featured, and that contributes to the overall context of your Google business profile. So, reviews are so important. I cannot emphasize this enough. So much so that we actually just recorded an episode about this. This particular episode was 8 untapped ways to get more reviews for your small business. So we dove deep into some unheard of, uncommon ways that can supercharge your review generation and actually get customers to leave reviews, which is the hardest part of the process. We all know reviews are important, but actually getting customers to leave them is a different story. So go check out that episode and start generating reviews. Tip number 4 is local keywords on your website. So I've mentioned searches, I've mentioned different things that people type in Google. Well, those words that people type in Google are something called keywords or keyword phrases. Keyword phrases are anything that a customer might search or put in that empty search bar on Google. So you can imagine the versatility of all of the different words and phrases that people might use. Well, there's actually a pattern to the human behavior when it comes down to searching, and you can actually optimize the keywords that you use to words that have more search volume than others. So it's very common practice that people will type in the same thing the same way, and that is what produces search volume. So local keywords are whenever a keyword has a specific location within it, like Chicago plumber or Los Angeles pet grooming. These keywords help search engines understand where your business is located and what services you offer, so you can rank higher when people search for businesses like yours. So, how do you find the right local keywords with the right search volume that we were talking about earlier? Well, you can use free tools like Google Keyword Planner. This is attached to Google Ads. So, the way to use it, because it's not very user friendly, is you go sign up for a Google Ads account. You do have to put in your billing information, but you do not have to run any campaigns. So keep that in mind. Just make sure when you do set it up that you're not accidentally running something you don't want to be. So go make sure all your campaigns are paused, nothing is active, nothing is running. You don't want anything active when it comes down to your Google Ads spending money without you knowing it. Once you have that ad account with Google, you can go access their keyword planner, which is a really cool tool where you can actually input your exact location. And then you can see the keywords and the keyword volume that is specific to your place of business. This is one of the very few tools that provides local data, which makes it really special. Another free tool you can use is something called Uber Suggest. Uber Suggest is kind of like a freemium tool. So you can access free keyword data up to a point, and then they'll start hiding it, but it's enough to get you started. So these are some common options to look and explore keyword phrases. So what you want to do is you want to look for keywords that include both your service and your location. For example, if you're a wedding planner in Orlando, Florida, you might target keywords like Orlando wedding planner or wedding planning services in Orlando. You want to do this for your business category, for all of the services that you offer, and really just exhaust all of that research. Make sure that you get that data of search volume. You don't want to target keywords that have zero search volume because that means no one is searching it. So there is a method to being able to pick quality keywords that people are actually looking for. Once you've identified your local keywords, the next step is to incorporate them naturally into your website's content. This includes your homepage, your service pages, your title tags and meta descriptions, your blog posts, even your image file names. You want to be able to put keyword phrases naturally throughout the content because this is the way that you connect the dots in Google's mind. The Google algorithm is a machine, and it needs to be able to understand who you are and what you do and where you do it in. And keyword phrases are the language that they speak. So you want to make sure that these are on your website and distributed in strategic places, in your paragraphs, in your headings, in your buttons, all of the above, right? Now, the caveat that I have to this and the mistake that I see a lot of small businesses make is something called keyword stuffing. If you put too many keywords in your content, then that will actually hurt your rankings. So, what you don't want to do is you don't want to say, I am a veterinarian in Colorado Springs and I provide veterinarian services in Colorado Springs. And if you're looking for the best vet in Colorado Springs, then look no further, and so on and so forth. Right. That is not natural. People will read that and roll their eyes. Nobody wants to consume that type of content. So you want to sprinkle them in a way where it sounds natural and easy and like you were just speaking to somebody on the corner of the street, that sort of thing. You want your keyword phrases there and you want them in prominent places like your headings, like I talked about earlier, but you do not want to be annoying and you don't want to be dense with these. You want to be natural. Okay, next up, I want to share a little content creation trick that has helped us rank several local businesses in a variety of different local places. These are called local service area pages. So, what I mean by this is you have a website and you have pages on it. Likely, if you have a homepage, you have a services page, about us, contact, so on and so forth. When creating these pages, include key information like the services you offer in that specific area, local testimonials, so reviews that people have left that ideally include those phrases of the city that they are based out of in, and any relevant certifications or licenses, ideally specific to that location as well. A pro tip is to add local landmarks or some sort of community mention, any type of verbiage that you can add to make the algorithm and the people reading it know that you truly know the area, that you are familiar with it, you know all of the lingo when it comes down to that local place and what people refer to it as. And it really just builds up some trust and credibility that you do serve this area. You are familiar with it, so people can trust you with their dollars. Now, another mistake that I see people make with these is they will just copy and paste the same page and they'll just switch out the city. You do not want to do this. In fact, if you do this, your pages won't even get seen. We have seen so many mistakes with local service area pages of just this duplicate content, just same page, slight tweaks. Well, these don't even get past Google's first initial radar when it comes down to finding your website and ranking it online. What I'm talking about here is something called indexing. So Google will go and crawl your website. So they'll take a look at your website and see what kind of information it has, what page is associated with URL, that sort of thing. And then they will decide if it's worth indexing, if it's worth actually taking the page in your book and shelving it in their library. That's how I like to explain what indexing is. These pages, if they are duplicate content, will not even get indexed. Or worse, they will get de-indexed, and you will just not be able to be found online at all with those specific URLs. So you need to make sure that they are unique. They are heavily customized. These are not easy pages to be able to just pump out with just a switch of a few words. You have to be thoughtful and intentional with these to work because Google knows about it and Google knows that people try to spam it all the time. So make sure that you're thoughtful with these pieces of content and make sure that you're tailoring each page to provide real value to both search engines and potential customers. All right, you still with me? Because we've got 2 more tips to go. Number 6, blog posts with local content. Blogging is a powerful tool for SEO, and when it's done right, it can drive so much traffic to your website. To tie this into the local SEO world, you can write blog post topics that discuss local events, local news, or local issues relevant to your industry. By doing this, by having blog posts that are titled with something relevant, something interesting with your location, this can actually help you attract more local visitors to your website. So, how this works is Google is a creature of context. It looks at a lot of different signals to understand who you are, what you do, and where you do it in. I'm going to talk about those 3 things a lot because Google's a machine and it needs to rely on different cues to let it know that you are a local business serving this local area. So, blog posts are a great way to add those context clues to really showcase to Google, hey, I am in a local area and I am an expert at what I do in my local area. So, blog posts are kind of these informal educational places where you can talk about things related to your space and your services. And you can just sprinkle in a little bit of that local context to really help seal the deal when it comes down to showing up for local searches. Some topic ideas include things like covering local events that relate to your business, writing case studies of local clients, or discussing how local regulations affect your industry. For instance, if you are an HVAC company, you could write a blog post about how to prepare for the local climate or changes in local energy efficiency laws. So, you want to make sure that you are involving your local community in every piece of content that you produce in a real, authentic way. What not to do is you don't just want to write posts about your local area that have nothing to do with your business or your industry. This actually goes against Google's helpful content guidelines, which is a algorithm update that has been continuously being rolled out in multiple iterations, where Google wants to see high quality content that is written with value and provides just an enriching experience for his users. You don't just want to write about a trending topic for the sake of it being trending. So make sure that it ties together, that it is relevant to your space, your business, and to your local audience. Now, don't forget to optimize these posts for SEO by including local keywords in that content. Last, but certainly not least, let's discuss something called backlinks. We want backlinks from local sites. A backlink is a link from another website to yours. And these are a very powerful rank signal when it comes down to Google's algorithm. These backlinks are the hardest things to acquire, which is why I've saved them for last. And it's often last on people's minds when it comes down to SEO, but it can actually be the needle moving factor that pushes your business in front of the competitors and makes all of the difference in the world when it comes down to that long lasting visibility that SEO can give you. Something to keep in mind is that not all backlinks are created equal. You want quality links, not an amount of links. It is about quality over quantity. You don't just want random backlinks from irrelevant places. You want to make sure that you're ideally getting high authoritative backlinks from high authoritative people. Now, there is a strategy called local link building. And I love this because it ties in together that local context to really solidify you in your community, which is what we're trying to do to show up for those local searches. So if you can get links from local, reputable sites, this can actually give you a significant boost in local search rankings. So, how do you get these local backlinks? One effective strategy is to reach out to local businesses or organizations and offer to write a guest blog post. In exchange, they will link back to your site. You can also sponsor local events, join local business associations, or collaborate with local influencers to gain more backlinks. Another great way to earn local backlinks is by getting featured in local news outlets or online publications. You can do this by doing something newsworthy and pitch a story, share a press release, or simply just be engaged in your community. Ideally, news outlets will then pick your story up and you will be featured on the news or whatever publication that you have chosen to be featured on. This is beautiful because this builds trust and authority within your local community, gives you an incredible high authoritative backlink, and helps you gain those customers because they see you in multiple places. They see you on the news, they see you when they search. So that really just seals the deal when it comes down to getting more clients from online. Local link building is all about building relationships. It's just online. The more connected you are, the easier it will be to earn those valuable local backlinks. So there you have it, 7 powerful strategies to help you unlock local SEO and rank your service-based business on Google. Let's recap because I know that was a lot. 1, optimize your Google business profile. 2, ensure consistent directory listings, aka citations. 3, encourage and manage customer reviews. 4, use local keywords on your website. 5, create dedicated local service area pages. 6, write blog posts that focus on local content. And 7, build backlinks from local sites. Each of these tactics can significantly improve your local search rankings and help you attract more customers in your area. There is truly nothing better in the world than hearing those sweet words, "I found you on Google." Local SEO can be that fuel to launch your business into success. If you found this episode helpful, I would love if you shared it with other small business owners who could benefit from these tips. Spread the word and let's help more small businesses reach their goals. And if you or someone you know is looking for help with your local SEO, we would love to serve you. We specialize in SEO for service-based businesses at Succeeding Small, and we help companies all over the country rank in their local areas and drive revenue through online marketing. If you would like a free audit of how your local SEO is performing and see where you stand when it comes down to Google, simply reach out to us by going to succeedingsmall.co/SEO audit or by DMing us audit on any of our socials. Until next time, keep succeeding small. Before we go, I want to take a moment to talk about something crucial for every local business: your Google business profile. Managing your Google business profile can be overwhelming and time-consuming, whether it's setting it up correctly or troubleshooting verification issues. And if it's not done right, you're missing out on potential customers who can't find you online. That's why we've put together a free Google Business Profile Guide. This guide is designed to help you set up and manage your profile effortlessly, ensuring you attract more local customers. Inside, you'll find step-by-step instructions from our experts on creating and optimizing your profile, tips for troubleshooting common issues like verification and suspension, strategies for making your profile stand out, and a checklist to help you keep on track of everything that you need to do to have a live Google business profile. Don't let a poorly managed Google business profile hold your business back. Download our free guide today under succeedingsmall.co/GBP guide. That's GBP guide, all one word. You just listened to another episode of the Succeeding Small podcast. I hope you had a pen to jot down all the actionable strategies we just shared. If not, no worries. We have every episode on our website, including transcripts, YouTube recordings, and plenty of small business resources. So visit the show notes and check out the incredible archive of content created for you and your scaling small business. We are truly invested in your success, and we'd love to hear from you. Connect with us on social to request topics you want to hear, or leave us a review wherever you listen. You're one step closer to being that small business success story.